सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. ॐ Naishkarmya Siddhi, Chapter 3, page 120, verse number 59. दाह्यदाहकतैकत्र यथा स्यात् वह्निदारुणोः ज्ञेयज्ञातृकतैवं स्यात् अहं ज्ञात्रोः परस्परम्. Sureśvara talking about the significance of Mahavakya in claiming one's own nature or Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam. Purvapakshi said Mahavakya is not possible because Atma Jnanam is not an object of knowledge. Then lot of Anvaya Vyatireka method is taken. Drigdrishya Viveka also is taken. Purvapakshi argued Samadhi and Sushupti are sufficient to come to Sakshi Jnanam. And Sureśvara said Sakshi Jnanam or the self-awareness knowledge is not a complete knowledge. It is only a Samanya Jnanam, Vishesha Jnanam that I am Atma Ekam only. There are no two things in this universe. This is not possible in Samadhi or Sushupti. Therefore, Atma Ekatva Jnanam to get Mahavakya is required. And once a student asks how to get this pure consciousness without that mind, nirvikalpaka avastha, how to attain, how to understand that Atma which is not a prameyam, how is it possible? For that, in this shloka, the example is given, Vannidarunohu. You can never experience pure consciousness. You can never experience pure consciousness. It is not possible. You can claim that I am Sakshi also with the help of the mind only. When a student asks, observer observed differentiation, see the entire Nama Rupa Prapancha is observed, you are the observer. This is called Drigdrishya Viveka. Observer is the Drik, I am. Observed is the Drishyam, whatever is experienced by me is the Drishyam. So the observer observed differentiation is possible only when the objects are outside. Pot is observed by me, I am the observer. is fine. House is observed by me. I am the observer of the house. This is possible with regard to the objects when they are outside. Outside objects it is possible. When they are distance, the remote objects are possible. When they are having some distance. But when it comes to the body, observer, observed, it is a little hazier. I am not able to see that difference, like a pot observed and I am the observer. That is very, very easy to have Drigdrishya Viveka. But the body is very close to me, proximate to me. Therefore, it is difficult to have this observer-observed difference. Body is observed, I am the observer is difficult. The much more difficult is mind. Mind is observed by me and I am the observer, I the observer Sakshi. Much more easier or difficult. This is the question asked by the student. How to know this? I am the observer Sakshi Chaitanyam. I am only the Atma. Sakshi is equal to Atma is equal to consciousness or Chit. All are synonyms. Sometimes we use consciousness, sometimes we use Sakshi, sometimes we use Atma, sometimes we use Chit. All are one and the same, there is no difference. We need not get any confusion. This Sakshi Chaitanyam, always mind is that which is experienced by me. When I say mind and Sakshi Chaitanyam both are helping each other, depending upon each other, you cannot separate the mind from the Sakshi. You cannot separate the mind from the Sakshi. Don't struggle. Don't stop the mind. Don't be angry with your mind. Mind is helping me to claim I am Sakshi. Mind is helping me to claim I am Sakshi. Just as you cannot separate the firewood and fire. Fire is the subject, firewood is the object. Fire is the subject. That is the example given in this sloka by Sureśvara Acharya. Vannidarunoho dahyadahakata ekatra yatha. Just as that fire and firewood coexist in the same locus, ekatra. We are experiencing the subject of fire and the object firewood. Both of them we are experiencing. Firewood is the object, fire is the subject. So fire is not visible without an object. Without an object means without the medium. First line is the Drishtanta, second line is the Dashtanta. Fire is not visible if you separate the firewood from the fire. Fire cannot be experienced. Fire cannot be experienced. Fire is not a visible factor. Experienced, fire is always experienced along with something or other. Firewood, it is experienced by firewood. Like that, Vannidarunoho tadvat. Tadvat, second line is Dashtanta. What is that Dashtanta? Sakshi and mind. Gnatru Gneyayoho. Gneya Gnatrukayo. Gneya Gnatrukata Evam. Evam means in this manner. In this manner means which manner? In this manner means Sakshi and mind cannot be physically separated like firewood and fire. They cannot be separated. This is the example given by Sureśvara Acharya. Now another example also we saw Chandra and Surya, moonlight and sunlight. Moonlight and sunlight are very, very useful. You are experiencing in the night, you are experiencing the moonlight. Moonlight is not belong to the moon. Moon is the medium to the sunlight to manifest. In the night, moonlight, what you are telling is nothing but sunlight only. Suppose I say it is sunlight, I want to see sunlight in the night. It remove the moon, you cannot see the sunlight. Through the moon, we are all seeing the sunlight. So sunlight is the revealed, and sunlight is depending upon the moon medium for its manifestation. So Sakshi places sunlight like Sakshi. Moon is mind is compared to the moon. So mind is also depending upon the Sakshi. Sky is there, moon is there, but moon doesn't have its self-luminosity. It doesn't have self-luminosity. Sunlight is also there. Sunlight never diminishes. Sunlight always there in the night, because earth is moving, you cannot see the sunlight. But the sunlight you can see on the moon. Even though sunlight is self-effulgent, in the night it requires moon medium. It requires the medium like moon. That is what I am experiencing the sunlight. That example is not given. We can take that example. Very, very simple. Sunlight which is falling on the moon. But informed person knows that it is sunlight. I am experiencing the sunlight through the moon medium. I am experiencing the sunlight through the moon medium. Informed person, wise person knows. But an uninformed person says what? I am experiencing the moonlight. Uninformed person says, I am experiencing the moonlight. Because moon doesn't have light at all, how can you experience? Uninformed person, unintelligent person says like that. But intelligent person says, I am experiencing the sunlight. Through the sun we are experiencing in the night, or through the moon we are experiencing. Through the moon you are experiencing. Therefore, sunlight is called avabhasyam. Moonlight is avabhasakam, revealer. Avabhasya, avabhasaka sambandha. If the sunlight is there, moon gets illumined. If sunlight is there, moon gets illumined. If sunlight is not there, moon will not be illumined. Moon will not be illumined. If sunlight is there, moon will be, sunlight is there, moon will be revealed. Moon, planet will be revealed. If sunlight is not there, moon, planet cannot be revealed. Number one is what? Illumined. Moon can be illumined through sunlight. Moon can be revealed through sunlight. Moon can be experienced through the sunlight, because of sunlight. A moon is not revealed without sunlight. Moon cannot be experienced without sunlight. Moon cannot be revealed without sunlight. So moon cannot be illumined, moon cannot be revealed, moon cannot be experienced without sunlight. Therefore, when you are seeing the moonlight, what you have to understand? I am seeing the sunlight only. In spite of you are seeing, getting the light through moon, you are getting only sunlight, not moonlight. But none of us remember this. Like that, similarly, here also we have to imagine. You have to imagine Paurnami day, suppose, if you are experiencing that moon, sunlight only I want to experience in the night. Paurnami day, sunlight. Now I got knowledge. What? There is no moonlight, there is no sun, only sunlight. But I want to experience sunlight. Only sunlight, not moonlight. Suppose you want to, you have a desire to experience in the sunlight without moon. In the night I am talking, okay, in the night. Because moon medium dwara we are experiencing the sunlight. I don't want to moon. I want to experiencing the sunlight. Is it possible? Is it possible? Sunlight is self-effulgent. Sunlight is available, but it cannot be experienced. Similarly, without mind, you cannot claim you are Sakshi. Because of mind only you are claiming I am Sakshi Chaitanyam. The self-awareness also taking place in the mind only. Self-awareness is not taking place in the self. Self-awareness requires like moonlight. Moon medium like mind is required for sunlight like Sakshi Chaitanyam to reveal. Sakshi Chaitanyam is revealed. Mind also revealed by only Sakshi Chaitanyam. Mind cannot be, because mind happens to be Jadam. Gnatru Gneyayoho. Gneyam. Mind is the Gneya Vastu. It is an object of knowledge. Through whom? Sakshi Chaitanyam. I, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, am self-effulgent. Self-effulgent. Previously we said moon is revealed by the sunlight. Both of them are helping each other. Both of them. Why so much time example? Example, if you understand thoroughly, you can understand Dashtanta. Both of them are depending on each other. Both of them means sunlight and moon. Both of them are depending upon each other. How they are depending? Revealer, revealed. Avabhasyam and avabhasakam. Revealer and revealed. They are depending on each other. So the employer, like employer and employed. Employer is employing the employee for work. You have a servant, is an employee. You are the employer. You are keeping the servant for work, household work. But employee, servant is working for, not for employer's sake. It is, she is working for money. Therefore, both are depending upon each other. Both are depending upon each other. How they are depending on dependence is that dependence is different. Here mind and mind dependence also. Moon and sunlight avabhasya avabhasakam. Another word is abhivyanjakam abhivyangyam. Another pair of words. Prakashakam prakashyam also we saw. Avabhasyam avabhasakam. All are technical terms, you know. Abhivyanjakam is moon. Abhivyangyam is sunlight. Moon is abhivyanjakam, the revealer of the sunlight. In the night, sunlight is not revealed without moon. So, moon, sunlight is abhivyangyam. Abhivyangyam, sunlight, that means prakashakam. Prakashakam, sunlight as prakashakam because of the moon. Prakashakam, abhivyangyam, sunlight, abhivyanjaka, moonlight. Moonlight is experienced by two persons, ignorant person and light is as it is. Moonlight is as it is same. But how you are looking at it, moonlight is sunlight, is the right statement. Moonlight is the wrong statement, wrong perception, wrong statement. Like that here also, come to the mind and Sakshi again and again, repeatedly you listen. Sakshi is like the sunlight, mind is like the moon. Both are avabhasya avabhasakam sambandha. Sakshi also depending upon the mind for its manifestation. Mind is also depending upon the Sakshi for its illumination. Mind is illumined by Sakshi. That's why what is illumined by me, what is observed by me, what is different from me is easy to say. Mind is different from me, mind is illumined by me, mind is existing because of me, mind is jadam, it is different from me. Then only mental problems are different from me, you can say. That is why this much time I am talking. Why we are talking? You are not the mind. Mano buddhya hankara chittani naham. The mental problems, oppression, depression, suppression are all belong to the jada manaha. It is not belong to me, the sakshi. Therefore, the unmanifest sakshi cannot be experienced. Don't close your eyes to experience the sakshi or atma or consciousness. Never try to experience pure consciousness, pure atma. Atma anubhava I want without mind. Stop the mind, I want to get atma anubhava. It never happens. That's why students want to experience that. In spite of studying Shastra, they want to experience pure Sakshi. An unintelligent person always think like that. I want, this is always with mind, I can see with moonlight, through moonlight only I am experiencing the sunlight and I don't want moon. I want direct sunlight and Madri, I want Sakshi experience, Atma Anubhava, or consciousness experience. I want, how can it happens? They say it is adulterated. With mind, mind has got lot of problems. Also, how can I experience Sakshi Chaitanya? Mind is disturbing me, therefore I want to stop mind. And mind, even though it is disturbing, it is really a blessing. Manayeva manushyanam karanam bandhamokshayoho. Manas is also a double-edged weapon. If you make use of it properly, it is useful to claim I am Sakshi. If you don't know how to make use of it properly, same mind gives troubles to you. It is your job. Ball is in your court. How you make use of it. Therefore, Chidabhasa will be there as long as mind is there. Therefore, you cannot experience pure Chit unadulterated. With mind unadulterated Chit, that like that they think it is not adulterated. Chit can never be adulterated. Pure Chitta, Paramarthika Satyam, higher order of reality. So, this pure Chit is not possible by Mano Nasha. You need not destroy the mind. That is what we have to understand. You need not destroy the mind. Mind is a beautiful medium. That's like Gnatra Gneyayoho. You can Sakshi is revealed. It is Abhivyanjakam. Mind is the Abhivyanjakam. So what this sloka has got a lot of depth. It looks very simple, but the self-effulgent Chit, I am, for argument's sake, if you remove the mind, you can never have that Atma experience. Atma experience doesn't exist. So I am not a Chidabhasa, I am the Chit Sakshi. So mind, that mind, I lend existence to that Chidabhasa. So Chidabhasa Dwara, Chit Sakshi, which is manifesting by the mind, say I am, that through the Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa, Sakshi using the mind as Abhivinjakam. Understanding, consciousness, I am experiencing, is not of the mind. Consciousness, I am experiencing the mind, is not of the mind. But by consciousness, mind manifests. Consciousness is not experienced by the mind. It is not of the mind, not experienced by the mind. On the other hand, by the consciousness manifests because of the mind. So that is the, I have to shift from Chidabhasa to Chit. Chidabhasa to Chit by changing the attitude towards the mind. By changing the attitude towards the mind, Chidabhasa Dwara, I claim I am Chit. To reflecting face, I claim I look at my original face. So I am seeing my original face through the reflected face. I gave this example in the last class also. Therefore what? Finally, the Sakshi is not located, mind is located, Chidabhasa is located. I am using the medium, that is Avabhasakam or Abhivyanjakam, to claim I am Sakshi with the mind only. So never try to stop the mind. That is the idea. Never stop the mind. To be as a Sakshi, I don't require the mind. To be as a Sakshi, I don't require the mind, but to claim I am Aham Brahmasmi, I am Sakshi, mind is required. Understood, Swamini? Repeatedly, same thing you are repeating, and I have, for my satisfaction, I am repeating same thing, but again and again, to entrench the idea, you have to repeat. So, that Sakshi I am. That Sakshi I am Brahma Asmi. To attain that knowledge, I am taking this shloka for our clarity. Sureśvara Acharya says, I am not saying these are not my words. Sureśvara Acharya telling. With this, this topic is over. Now he is entering another diversion in 60, 61 and 62. 3 verses he is taking a diversion, not connected to our flow of this topic, but it's very important. We will see the introduction first to the 60th verse, and its Sanskrit words are also little bit difficult. Only Sureśvara Acharya's Sanskrit is very terse Sanskrit. Concept wise also it is difficult, and language wise also it is difficult. Swamiji used to say, Sureśvara Acharya language also difficult, concept to understand also very difficult. Therefore, that is why this Grantha, Naishkarmya Siddhi, is called Siddhi Grantha. Naishkarmya Siddhi. Siddhi means what? Siddhi Grantha. It is a tough text, like PhD. PhD text this is. And we are trying to understand. I am trying to communicate to make you to understand. Therefore, it looks as though repetition, examples also repeated, known examples only. Why can't we go further? In no hurry. If you understand clearly, even little bit also okay. Without understanding, completing is not very important. Now let us go to introduction. The same page at the bottom. Evam tavat avidyotthasya antahkaranasya bahya vishaya nimitta रूपावच्छेदाय अहं वृत्तिर्व्याप्रियते तया अवच्छिन्नं सत् कूटस्थप्रत्यगात्मोपादान अवबोधरूपस्य अव्यवधानतया विषयभावं प्रतिपद्यत इति तत्र तयोर्ज्ञात्रहंतारूपयोः अवभासकावभास्यत्वसम्बन्धव्यतिरेकेण नान्यत् सम्बन्धान्तरम् उपपद्यते अहंतारूपं तु आत्मा सात्कृत्वा अहं कञ्चुकं परिधाय उपकार्यत्वापकार्यत्वाक्षमः सन् बाह्यविषयेण उपकारिणा अपकारिणा वा आत्मात्मीयं सम्बन्धं प्रतिपद्यते तदभिधीयते. You may think, why Swamini, you are reading fully? You said line by line, little you want to read, and you have read whole thing. Because the introduction based on this only 60, 61, 62 are all depending. So that I'll give some important points of this introduction, so that you can understand what is the idea Sureśvara Acharya want to present. So that 3 shlokas, even though other shlokas having that introduction. This is the main introduction he is introducing for 3 slokas. Let us see what Sureśvara want to communicate. We know Atma and Anatma, 5 main differences. Anatma has got Drishyatvam. Drishyatvam means avabhasakatvam. Drishyatvam, Sagunatvam, Savikaratvam, Agamapayitvam, Bhautikatvam. All these 5 are not there in Atma. You can say opposite to Atma. Atma is abhautikam. It is not material. It is not bhautikam, not drishyam. Adrishyatvam, abhautikatvam, nirgunatvam, nirvikaratvam, anagamapayitvam. Atma doesn't have agamapayitvam. Anagamapayi means Atma doesn't have arrival and departure. Atma doesn't have gunas, therefore it is nirgunatvam. Atma doesn't have any vikara, changes, therefore it is nirvikari, nirvikaritvam. And Atma is not bhautikam, not made out of any 5 elements, therefore abhautikatvam. Atma is not a drishyam, it is ever the drik, therefore adrishyatvam. Adrishyatvam kannukku theriyamale pogiradilla. It is not visible, it's not that meaning. Adrishyatvam means it is unobjectifiable. Unobjectifiable. Prapancha has got all the 5. Drishyatvam, Bhautikatvam, Sagunatvam, Nirgunatvam, Savikaritvam, Sagunatvam, Agamapayitvam, Prapancha, including body. Body also has got Drishyatvam, Bhautikatvam, Sagunatvam, Savikaritvam and Agamapayitvam. Mind also has got Drishyatvam, Sagunatvam, Savikaritvam, Agamapayitvam, Bhautikatvam. These 5 points we have to remember all the time. So Sakshi can never be revealed, by any other thing. Sakshi ever exists. Sakshi ever exists. Sakshi can never reveal the world directly. Sakshi reveals the world indirectly. That points only we are going to see. Totally 5 points Sureśvara want to give. The first, we have to understand what is consciousness is called as Atma, Sakshi, Chit. This Atma, the first point we have to note. It's very, very important points to understand this terse subject. What is that? We saw in Pancha Upadesha Sahasri also, Sakshi directly reveals the mind. Mind reveals the world. So Sakshi never directly reveal the world or prapancha. So Sakshi, as Sakshi, illumining the mind directly. Sakshi as Sakshi, illumining the mind directly. Sakshi as Sakshi, illumining the mind only directly, but Sakshi as Ahankara by becoming Chidabhasa. That is why Chit Abhasa we say. Sakshi, how Sakshi indirectly reveal the world? Sakshi directly revealing the mind. First point we are seeing. Sakshi indirectly revealing the mind, what do you mean? Sakshi becomes Chidabhasa in the mind medium Sakshi becomes Chidabhasa in the mind medium, like your original face becomes reflected face in the mirror medium. Like your original face becomes reflected face in the mirror medium. Like that, Sakshi becomes Chidabhasa in the reflecting medium, like mirror-like mind. By becoming Chidabhasa, then that is Chidabhasa or Ahankara. Chidabhasa, another name is Ahankara. So that Chidabhasa reveals the world. Chidabhasa revealing the world means Sakshi revealing the world indirectly through Chidabhasa. Koncham difficult in the points. I will try my best to communicate. Therefore, Sakshi joins the mind as Chidabhasa or Ahankara. All known words only, but little bit he presents in a deep manner. That's all. All these are known subject only, but if you listen once again, you understand what a beautiful presentation you can understand. So Sakshi, he joins the mind as Chidabhasa or Ahankara. Then what happens? It illumines the world. When Sakshi joins the mind, becomes Chidabhasa or Ahankara, illumines the world, means Sakshi indirectly illumining the world by becoming Chidabhasa in the mind medium. I'll repeat again. Sakshi reveals the mind directly. Sakshi illumines the mind directly. But Sakshi illumines the world indirectly means what? Sakshi through the mind becoming the Chidabhasa in the mind or Ahankara in the mind, Sakshi or joins the mind, you can say, illumines the world by becoming as Chidabhasa. So Chidabhasa is another name for Sakshi. Sakshi alone, Chit only, Sakshi means Chit. Chit alone became Chidabhasa. When Sakshi joins or Chit joins, the joining means within inverted commas. Joins means within inverted commas. Chit by becoming a Chidabhasa in the mind medium, Chidabhasa means Ahankara, then that Chidabhasa, which is the status of Chit, Chit has got the status of Chittabhasa. That Chidabhasa alone is called Ahankara. That Chidabhasa status of Sakshi illumines the world. This is the point number 1. Just like moonlight. Moonlight illumines the earth. Sunlight illumines the earth. Sunlight illumines the moon directly. Okay, sunlight illumines the moon directly. Sunlight illumines the earth indirectly. How? Sunlight by becoming the moonlight, sunlight joins the moon, and by becoming moonlight, sunlight illumines the earth in the night. Example, this is, first I said Dashtanta. Sakshi joins the mind. By joining with the mind, Sakshi becomes Chidabhasa. By becoming Chidabhasa, Sakshi has got the status of Chidabhasa. By becoming Chidabhasa, Sakshi illumines the world. That is why indirectly it illumines with the help of the mind medium. If you don't understand this, go to example of that sunlight and moonlight. Moonlight directly illumines the earth is a correct statement. Moonlight directly illumines the earth is a right statement. It looks as the right statement. But what is the right statement? Sunlight, by joining the moon, carefully understand the example. So to understand the Darshtanta, if you understand Drishtanta, Darshtanta easy. Sakshi joining the mind and becoming Chidabhas and illumining the world, and koncha kashtamā irukum. Understand again example. Sunlight illumines the moon directly. Sunlight illumines the earth indirectly. Sunlight illumines the moon directly. Sunlight illumines the earth indirectly. What it means? Sunlight by joining the moon, by becoming, after joining the moon, then sunlight becomes what? Moonlight. So sunlight by becoming moonlight. So sunlight got the status of moonlight because it is illumining the moon. Like Chidabhasa. Moonlight is like Chidabhasa. Okay. Sunlight by joining the moon, by becoming the moonlight, and sunlight alone illumining the earth indirectly through the moon. Sunlight alone illumining the earth indirectly through the moon. Similarly, Sakshi alone by joining the mind, becoming Chidabhasa, illumining the earth, world, prapancha indirectly. So who is illumining the world? Not the mind. World is illumined by Sakshi only through the Chidabhasa in the mind medium. So in the first point, Sakshi making use of the mind as a medium. Sakshi as Sakshi reveals the mind. Sakshi as Chidabhasa reveals the world. This is the second point. Sakshi as Sakshi reveals the mind. Sakshi as Chidabhasa reveals the world. So Chidabhasa status and Chidabhasa status of the Chit illumines the world. Sakshi associated with the mind and function as Chidabhasa to illumine the world. இப்படி சொல்லலாம். Words can jumble. Sakshi associated with the mind and function as Chidabhasa to illumine the world. Many times we saw, maybe few years, these words we are hearing. See, every time it is fresh, nice to listen. Sakshi associate with the mind and function as Chidabhasa, illumine the world. Sunlight associate with the moon, function as moonlight. Sunlight associate with the moon, function as sunlight, illumines the earth. Example. Okay, Dashtantalla. Sakshi or Chit or Atma or consciousness associate with the mind and function as Chidabhasa to illumine the world. Okay, this is the first point. Let us go to second point. What is that second point? Sakshi directly illumines the mind, we said. in the medium of, now second point, in the medium of ajnanam or karana shariram. Sakshi directly illumines the mind. How it illumines the mind? In the medium of ajnanam. First statement, Sakshi illumines the mind medium and formed a Chidabhasa to illumine the world. That's the first statement. Second statement, Sakshi directly illumining the mind in the medium of ajnanam. Here mind. Okay. Sakshi illumining the mind in the medium of ajnanam. What do you mean by ajnanam? Karana shariram. Sakshi illumining the mind in the medium of karana shariram or ajnanam, we can say. So Sureśvara introducing that ajnanam medium to show mind is mind belongs to lower order of reality. Mind belongs to the lower order of reality. Therefore, ajnanam or mula vidya we can take to remind the fact that is ajnanam is the medium. Mind is illumined by Sakshi in the ajnanam medium. So consciousness joining with the what? Ajnanam medium. Consciousness enjoying the Sakshi status. Sakshi is the status. Sakshitvam. Sakshi status is also mithya. Sakshi, we are telling what is the Sakshi. As long as Sakshyam is there, consciousness gets the status of Sakshi. What is Sakshyam? Mind is the Sakshyam. Consciousness is Sakshi. So mind is, when you say mithya, consciousness, Sakshitvam status will go away. Sakshitvam status is also false. Ammo, Siddhenda Swamini, Sakshi anna naanga Atma nenicham Sakshi, put Sakshi anna Atma ni sonned. Sakshi is not mithya. Sakshitvam status is mithya. Remember carefully. Understand carefully. What I am saying, Sakshihood is mithya. Sakshi is not mithya. Because I said Sakshi is equal to Atma, Atma is equal to Chitta, Chitta is equal to Chaitanyam, Chitta is equal to Atma, Atma is equal to Chitta. All these are synonyms, I said. What are all synonyms? Chitta, Atma, consciousness, Sakshi. All are synonyms. Then Sakshi is mithya, Sakshitvam is mithya. And what is the difference between Sakshi and Sakshitvam? Rundu onnudani ore madri irukke anna ille. Sakshi witness consciousness. Sakshitvam means witnesshood. Witnesshood is a status. Sakshi means witness consciousness. It is not a status. But Sakshitvam is a status. That status of Sakshitvam, that Sakshitvam status of consciousness is mithya. Sakshi is not mithya. Sakshitvam status of consciousness is mithya. I hope I am confusing you, I know today. What to do? I have to, because we have come to Naishkarmya Siddhi class, you cannot escape. So, consciousness enjoying the Sakshi status directly. Reveal the mind, so which is mithya. This is the important. Consciousness enjoying the Sakshi status directly reveal the mind which is mithya. Which is the product of ajnana. So mind is revealed by consciousness. That mind is that revealed by consciousness, which is the product of ajnanam. That is the point, second point. Ajnanam or karana shariram, mula vidya, which is the product of ajnanam. Mind is the product of ajnanam. Consciousness is the illumining the mind, means by taking the ajnanam as a medium, means mula vidya as a medium, or karana shariram as a medium, or ajnanam as a medium. Sakshi illumines the mind. Whereas Sakshi joining in the mind medium, which has active working waking state, that Sakshi revealing the mind. In waking state, Sakshi revealing the mind in the ajnanam medium. And the point gnapakam ichina podum. That's the second point. Sakshi external world is revealed by the Sakshi only, through the mind medium. How Sakshi illumining the mind? Through the ajnanam medium, Sakshi illumines the mind. Therefore what? In waking state, Sakshi illumines the world through the Ahankara or Chidabhasa. What is the mind? Mind is the medium. Medium is the mind. How mind is illumined? Through ajnana. So to illumine the mind, ajnanam is the medium for Sakshi. To illumine the world, mind is the medium for Sakshi. All are really mind-boggling statements. To reveal the, to illumine the mind, Sakshi has taken that ajnanam medium, mula vidya, karana shariram, to illumine the mind. Medium is ajnanam. To illumine the world, Sakshi joins with the mind medium, and through that mind medium, Sakshi becomes Chidabhasa. That Chidabhasa illumines the world. The second point. I hope you have got the point. Three more points are there. I hope this is too much today. Next class we'll see other 3 points also. Very, very important. I like this subject matter. Therefore, you are all victims. Like, if you enjoy the subject, it is fine. Otherwise, I will repeat once again in the next class. Again, same thing comes, but other 3 points also we'll see more in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.